What?
Said I can be professional.
That's right. We're going to try at least. We're going to try.
It's not Tuesday.
That's right. That's right. So we will say welcome to Wednesday. Most of us have survived and are here now.
I don't know how I made it.
I don't know. It's been a wackadoo couple of days. Now I have to find myself on YouTube, which is always a thing. So
I'm probably actually dead right now. Just saying.
Oh.
Yesterday.
For scientific purposes.
Wait, did you say deaf or dead?
Dead.
Oh.
I mean, I might be deaf too. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh man. Hello, Tegan. How are you? And Maxina. Oh, hi. You're new. I haven't seen you before. How are you doing?
Oh, I have a new person.
If that is what I think it is, we may have accidentally converted them this morning.
That is totally awesome though. That's okay, because we are all inclusive. We love new converts. Come to the writer's side. Hi, Stephen. How are you? Good morning.
Can you link it to me, because I can't find it? I'm having a daft moment.
Yeah, hold on. I think my okay, everything's going really slow. My one of the things I aspired to do when I was younger was I wanted to be a flight attendant, because I thought that would be a great idea. And I'm glad
So I'm glad you changed your mind.
Yeah. Well, I discovered that, like, did you get that, or do I need to? Did you? I think I sent it to you.
I got it from Skye.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Okay, I sent it in the Facebook group. I still had it copied.
Cool. Yeah, so I thought it would be a great idea to be a flight attendant when I was growing up, but then I realized that people get really cranky, at least I do, when I'm flying, and I really like to be left alone. And if it's my job to like go and pester people about drinks and really crappy peanuts, I would just feel really bad. So yes, I changed my mind. And then I thought for a little while that I really wanted to fly the A-10 Warthogs, and I had to do some math in order to do that, and I couldn't do it. So now I write.
That's an interesting reason.
I know. I'm good. I was recommended this video just earlier this morning. Oh, well, awesome. I'm so glad that you're here.
Yeah.
It'll be good. We're going to have lots of fun. So, and here's what I was thinking. I thought we would go ahead and introduce ourselves. And then because it's Camp NaNoWriMo in April, I thought I would share some of my camp pictures from when I was younger. Because let me tell you, we was wild. We loved being out in the wild. So it was a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, so
pictures.
Huh?
I have no camp pictures because I've never been camping.
I went to puppet camp when I was younger because my grandma was tired of me and she wanted me gone for 2 weeks. So I went to puppet camp and I learned how to do puppets like from like Muppets.
Yeah, that would be totally cool. Like, where's just I'll have to show you my daughter's puppets. Awesome. Thank you so much, Tegan. That's really awesome. So we will, why don't we start with you, Caro? You can introduce yourself and tell everybody how wonderful you are.
Oh, well, I'm not that arrogant, but my name is Caro Brown. I am an urban fantasy author. I do multiple videos here on YouTube about writer stuff and writer rants and all things like that. If you are interested in knowing if I know what I'm talking about, I do have a newsletter where if you sign up for it, you get a copy of a short story that I did. It should be in the link, I think, down below. I'm not sure. I am here today to work on a novella that I did not work on yesterday, so I have work to catch up on, which I'm not following my own advice, but there you go. And Caro is brought to you by Secret Squirrel Coffee.
Ooh, is that good?
Sponsored. Caro was too tired to make coffee this morning.
Yeah, but does it taste good?
It's Vietnamese coffee, so yeah, it's good.
Okay.
I thought that was some kind of fruit drink for some reason.
No, girlfriend, this is like some. So the whole reason I got this coffee is because of the squirrel. Because in my first book, I have a talking squirrel, and so naturally, like I get drawn to things that are like parts of my book. Like my shoes have the same name as my main character. It's really bad.
Right on. That's really cool though, because you're really immersing yourself into the character. Hey, there's Amy. Here I was like, oh,
Amy, look what I have for you.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
That was me hissing in case it didn't translate over. It burns! It burns! No, thank you for having me. My internet.
I had to bring you back for that Nicolas Cage son thing.
I love dropping that in conversations every once in a while.
You have to do it when no one expects it too.
Yep. But yeah, thank you for having me. My internet has been blinking in and out all morning as a.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I think her internet's blinking now.
I know. I bet if I share this, so she'll come back.
Oh, man.
For those of you who don't know, Amy hates our productivity app.
Yeah. Well, you know,
we all have it.
there are days where I hate the productivity app too. I'm like, leave me alone. I'm a little bit jealous of Tegan. She's got a Starbucks Frappuccino right now.
I know. Oh. I want a Frappuccino. I haven't had a Frappuccino forever. I may walk to Target after this and go grab one.
Yeah. Okay, so I saw Skye shaking her head at the whole Starbucks thing. I have a Starbucks cup that I refill with water. Huh? Oh, and so I refill this water and I will get stopped all the time and they're like, "Oh, you bought water from Starbucks? That's expensive." And I'm like, "No. I bought a cup on clearance that I refill." And then to get the extra deal, I bought the they were doing like the crystal ball, or is that what it was called? The crystal ball Frappuccino or something.
Oh,
so I got one for me and I got one for my son and we made a video out of it. So it was a whole thing. It was like a whole big production, but I don't typically go out and get my coffee. Sometimes I just have to though. I really enjoy Circle K coffee. That's my favorite. And on Mondays and Fridays, you can get it for $1. Any size.
Is that with you?
Are you sure?
All right, Amy, before you get knocked out, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
I am Amy Nobody. I'm a SEO consultant, freelancer who needs her internet connection, damn it.
That's right.
I am working on my first rough draft of my first fiction book, and I will be joining you ladies for as many sprints as I can for the next month at least, because I'm in the home stretch. I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish it by the end of April. I'm feeling good about it.
You got this.
I know. I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
Because, you know, between you and Carol, I've got 2 books that are going to have to be read so I can put you in the newsletter and tell everybody how awesome you guys are.
Oh, thank you.
I know. That's what I do. Sorry, Skye, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. I am Skye. I write paranormal romance, not urban fantasy like I usually say, it turns out, under the name SD Haggis, and I have nothing out currently. I'm going to fix it eventually.
That's right, because then, you know, you'll start mass producing yours and I'll have to be like, hold on, I got to read. Slow down.
No.
That's
Right. I want all my books in a series finished before I publish the first one. For some reason.
No, that's a really good idea.
Since you're talking about books, I just want to take this time to deviate from our conversation and talk about this book for a minute. My writing wife came out with this book and it totally came out under the radar. Like the publisher didn't promote it at all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So Yeah, it's hard burn, but she worked really hard on this, and I read the first 20 pages so far, and it's really good. So if you want to take a moment to check it out, I'll put it in the comments. But help my poor writing wife.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you get it on Amazon or where?
Yeah, I'll give you a link.
Okay, yeah, give me a link and then I'll put it in the description, and we'll start promoting your writer wife.
Yeah, I'll share it on Facebook too. 'Cause that's usually what I do when people publish their work. Day of, I send out I share links.
Yeah, who now I am extremely confused because on your Sunday makeup tutorial day, she was called something else, and now she's being called something else on her book. So
this is my writing sister, not my writing wife.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you guys are technically all my writing sisters.
Okay.
The only thing that makes you different from my writing wife is if she calls me at 2 a.m. in the morning and says, I need to hide this body, I don't ask questions. I just drive out there and help her with it.
That's right. That's right. I hope you have a good boning kit because that comes in handy.
Yes. I'm
So, all right. And I am Dana Gollin, and you are here on my channel, so you probably know who I am. I write adult fantasy romance, and I call it adult because it's very graphic, and I prefer that you be at least a minimum of 18 before you purchase my book. 21 if you can, you know, it won't wait that long. But I have been told by my dear friend Shannon that it is absolutely awesome. So you got to go over to Amazon and get yourself some, or you can go to my website at DanaGaulinWrites.com and you can pick up a free copy when you sign up for my newsletter. Cause you know, that's a thing.
Newsletters. Yeah.
So yeah. All right. Awesome. So we are doing Camp NaNoWriMo, and I said that I was going to share some goofy camp pictures. And apparently Skye has never been camping, so she needs to get out there and do some fun stuff.
You've never been camping?
Never been camping.
Never.
I know, it horrifies my husband too.
Oh my God.
I'm like, how do you not camp? It's like the thing to do. People have been doing it since the beginning of creation. Okay.
I live in the woods. I live way back in the woods. It's like a really it's almost a mile to the nearest paved road kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
And so everybody always makes a big deal about let's go camping. And I'm like, can't you just come over and spend the night? Seriously, if you want to go outside and stand around in the woods, you don't even have to walk off my porch to be standing in the woods. Okay.
That's
so
right.
As far as going places to camp, it's not that big of a deal to me. So but that's what I always tell people. I'm like, if you really want to pitch a tent, I've got a clearing right over there, right next to the s'mores pit. And you can pitch your tent right there. And I've got hot water and a real toilet.
Yeah.
Why do we have to go to the park?
Right. So my family back east lives in the woods. And what my uncle did, because, you know, we were always like, we need to go camping, this, that, and the other thing. He actually built a screened in porch where so you can sleep outside, have the whole idea of camping, but you still have the luxuries of home without the mosquitoes. So, yeah. So nobody writes on the back of pictures anymore. I don't know why, but judging on our ages, I'm going to say that this was 87, 88. So I must have been 8 or 9, but this is me and my siblings. Yeah. And see these sticks? Those are branches. I'm this one.
Okay.
Yeah. The tall, skinny one, because I'm the oldest. I was number 1. And we got, instead of my kids use skewers now, we use branches off of pine trees. And this is us showing our tent. There's our little tent that we put up because, you know, that's the thing that we do. And then that's my mom, who was promoting the wild. Be wild, children. And then when I became an adult, we decided that we needed to do some beach camping. So this is my Elijah right here. He was 4. And then down here is my mini monster in the tent. And then my sister is over here with her daughter inside the tent. And what they were trying to do was they were trying to get the seagulls to go in the tent so the girls could actually get a better look of the seagulls. So he's actually baiting them with food. Yeah.
Oh,
And then I am so wild and love being outside that this was my camping trip. That's
wow.
Elijah. That's Elijah in there. This was 1 week before he was born. Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah. This girl is wild, okay?
You could have almost been a forest baby if things had turned out differently.
I totally could have, because they were doing cliff diving. Like there was this cliff and you could jump into this like really deep lake or like river. It was like a flowing river of water. And they're like, oh, come on, you can totally do this. And I was like, I could, but then I might drop this baby right here in the middle of nowhere. I probably shouldn't. So anyway, that was my fun camping,
I didn't.
Yeah, I might have to force Skye to go camping now. She's going to show up one day and her car keys are going to magically disappear.
Yeah, that's right.
When I was little,
I put a tent up for you and everything.
Mm-hmm.
When I was little, I used to live with one of my family members, and they were just like, "We're gonna go camping," and I was just kind of, I think I was like 6, 7, yeah. And so we didn't just go camping; we lived in the woods for 3 months.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Come to find out, the reason we went camping is because they owed somebody money.
Oh,
So you guys are like fugitives in the woods.
Yeah, of course. But I'm like 6 or 7. I don't know any better. And so like after 2 weeks, I became like this wild child in this national park. Like I was running around barefoot and everything. Like at one point, the park rangers just got used to me and like, oh, there goes Caro.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
That was always like my fondest memories of camping was being allowed to be primitive. I didn't have to use table manners. I didn't have to, it was like I don't know. Maybe it was just me, but I loved being out in the woods and I loved being able to be wild and just absolutely as primitive as I wanted to be. And that's why I was looking for more pictures, because there's pictures where we've been out there for like a week and my hair is all matted and sticking up and everything. And we're just having so much fun. And, unfortunately, I don't think people really even know how to camp anymore, because everywhere you go now has a camp host where you can buy your firewood from, and they have like bathrooms where you can actually like wash your hands. You don't have to baby wipe anymore. You don't have to bring your own water anymore. It's like, what? So, but it was pretty fun. But
I've always been a country girl. So you guys are talking about running around barefoot with mats in your hair.
Mm-hmm.
I've literally had Skye pick a stick out of my hair and I don't even know how it got there. Like I don't even notice those things anymore. I'm just like, oh yeah, I walked from the house to the car and there's twigs in my hair. Sorry, my bad.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I've always done that. Always been barefoot. Always dirty feet. Always. That's my signature.
Yeah. Yep. That's what my kids and I don't wear shoes, and my mom's like, I don't understand it. You guys are all barefooted hillbillies. Yeah. Yeah, we are.
What's wrong with that?
I know. And I'm like, hey, and then now I got this on her. She's like, she bought me a DNA and Ancestry DNA kit for my birthday. So now whenever she's like, you guys are a bunch of hillbillies, I'm like, yeah, my DNA proves it. So I thought that would be really cool to share. We could share our camp stories and stuff. And why don't we do a writing sprint? We'll go ahead and get ready to do a writing sprint. And then, I don't know, maybe if someone in the comments wants to share a camp story, or since Skye's the only one who doesn't have one, maybe she can make one up for us on the fly. No.
I've got other stories to deal with barefoot running around, so I can come back to that.
That's right. That's right. So, all right, well, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to get this ready. Are you guys ready, or do you need another second to get all your goodies up and going?
I'm ready.
You know what? Give me 30 seconds, because I haven't outlined what I'm actually going to write real quick. So give me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I haven't done that.
Okay, I'm like, I still have to open up my Word document. So.
Okay. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm writing. Hold, please.
And for those of us we had a new person in our comment section earlier. She seems to have disappeared. I think I converted her from one of the Facebook groups I'm in. They were doing an event for write-ins and stuff. The app we're using is called the Productivity challenge timer.
Mm-hmm.
It's an Android app that basically screams at us when it's time to get to work and
Oh, I should unmute
time
this.
to stop.
There we go.
Yeah, mine has been chiming at me. It's like, hey, lady. So, oh, yeah, no, she's still here.
Ooh, still here. Okay.
Let me make sure I'm saying this right.
Resist!
Yeah. It's Maxina? Do you pronounce it the way that it's spelled? Oh, it's the productivity app. I'll show it to you.
I'll let you hear it.
One got promoted.
Me, I'm a recovering slacker.
Yeah. So this is what it looks like. Oh, hey, there's my hillbilly family right there.
Really?
I know. I love my family. I miss them. I haven't been able to go home. But this is what it looks like. It's the Productivity Challenge app. And you can get it at the Google store. I don't know if you have what kind of phone you're using. But it's a free app. If you don't upgrade to the paid version, which is $4.99, it's a Starbucks cup of coffee, then you have to listen to the advertisements.
Which get annoying.
They do. They get annoying really quick, really
Just like my bird.
No, the birds aren't nearly as annoying as the stupid advertising.
When I'm ready. Here we go. I'm ready.
You're on the iPhone. I think that they do have a version for the iPhone.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, because everybody's got an iPhone. I think I'm the only one left with an Android.
No, I have one.
Yeah, I'm an Android too.
I drank the Google Kool-Aid forever ago. I know people have like mixed thoughts on it. I just assimilate me already.
Well, my daughter has an iPhone, and she's always telling me, she's like, Mom, you'd be so much happier if you got an iPhone. And I'm like, you know, I loved Mac until I didn't love Mac. And now that I've gone away from Mac, I'm like, yeah, you know what? It's great for my son's art. It's great for her because she does art and all kinds of stuff, but it's just not for me. So
yeah,
I'm gonna have to at some point because my dad has one, and like I don't know what it is. Like I can't send his phone pictures, and he can't. Like he can send them to me, but I can't. Like they're just not talking.
Yeah, like I can't FaceTime with my daughter. But I can do it if I'm on my computer. But if I'm on my phone, we can't FaceTime each other. Mm-hmm. And she hates Facebook Messenger. So it's like get with the program, child. God. So, all right, awesome. Yay, Maxina is downloaded and we are ready to rock and roll. So if everyone is ready, and I had time to get my Word document, so I will actually be joining you guys. And this is just so everybody knows, this is a new record. We're starting at 25 after. Usually we're chit-chatting for 40 minutes and then we start writing.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about everything from the weather to dogs.
That's right. That's right. But you know what? That's writing life. That's who we are and that's how we roll. So it's all good.
What happens when you get a group of women together? Let's talk for a while. Let's share things.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? That's also how you grow and strengthen your writing community. You're all inclusive and you talk about everything. Hey, look, there's a husband. He just walked into my office.
Man, I love husbands. Especially when they're bringing tacos.
Yeah, I'd like to. My husband needs to bring me something.
Serious? This is one left.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Okay. All right. Are you ready? I know. I'm like, hey, are you okay? Are you ready? We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, that is time. And we're going to take a 5-minute break because I totally forgot to tell them that we're doing 15-minute writing sprints and 5-minute breaks.
I love it.
All right, so time to do the maths and we'll share what we got for our 15-minute sprint.
I got 491 words.
Woo!
That's really good.
Thanks.
I'm really hoping I break that 500 mark, but it doesn't look like I'm going to do it anytime soon. So you're creeping up on it.
Yeah.
I got 494 this time.
Oh, creeping.
All right. See this now that's like, hey, do you want to do your updates? Not right now, Pewter. Thank you.
My computer
I
always
got
asks me that when I'm live.
347.
How many?
Pretty good though.
347.
Okay.
Not quite 500 just yet, but I'm coming for you.
All right. This one I got 276.
Yeah, awesome.
Nice.
There's the one writing sprint where I got 9 words. You guys remember that?
Yeah. But it was better than no words, right?
Better than no words.
See, in the comments, Max got 367. Nicole, beef veggie soup.
Mm-hmm. That looks. I'm like, that sounds really good. You know what? I do that a lot, Maxie. Do you like being called Maxina? I want to make sure I'm calling you the right thing because it is what it is.
We were having that discussion earlier about appropriate names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I will typically get a late start because that's me. I'm just never prepared, even though I think I am. And words, that's what's important. 367 words is a phenomenal amount, especially because you got a late start.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Max.
Steven got 342 words, which is totally awesome. All right. So we're going to call you Max. That'll be wonderful. I know that's an awesome name. And then Tegan got 100 words, but she's also been, did you do a 2-hour live stream before this one? I think she did it. It was either an hour or 2-hour live stream. So she's been writing for a while. So she's probably getting tired. That's camp for you, though. We are crazy trying to meet our goals.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a painkiller real quick.
Yeah,
I definitely get more words done during camp than I do any other time of the year during any session.
Oh yeah.
I did 10. Thanks to Alina and Claire, I went ahead since I was awake yesterday. I was like, screw it, let's do this 10K Tuesday and attempt this thing.
Yeah.
I did it.
Did you really?
I did 10,340 words yesterday.
That is amazing.
But I'm dead.
Yeah.
I am so tired.
Well, that's when Alina said that her and Claire were going to do 10K Tuesdays. I was like, you guys are going to be so fried after. I mean, 10K is a huge amount of words.
Mm-hmm.
But congratulations on it. I mean, that's very ambitious. That is really ambitious.
I will admit this. There was a lot of factors in that help. And the first factor was I was awake at 5. I was writing by 6 o'clock latest. That's what we figured out because of the fact that I got my husband up, got him ready for work, got the kids ready to go to school. So I didn't even sit down to write until about 6 o'clock, even though I was awake at 5. And I did nonstop writing except for when the app gave me my 5 and 15-minute breaks until they got home from school.
Oh, wow.
So I was writing all day. And then I wrote again later in the evening after the kids were in bed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
And at 10:50 something, it was after 11 when I finally hit the 10K mark. So, yeah, I had to write all day to get those 10K words. So
yeah. Well, and that's what I figured. When they said that they were going to do 10K Tuesdays, I was like, you guys are easily going to be doing an 8 to 12-hour workday. Mm-hmm. Because you have to take those breaks. You have to pee. You have to eat. You have to physically move or else you're going to get, you know, blood clots and stuff. That's a thing. So yeah, so I was like, that is, when she announced that, I was like, that is totally ambitious. And then when you said you were doing it, I was like, oh man, I hope you get it. I hope you get it.
I was not going to do it until after, like, when whose stream was it? My stream yesterday?
Yeah.
Before my stream started yesterday, I had already hit 6K because of the fact that I had started so early in the morning, and I was like, screw it, I'm gonna go ahead and try it, see what happens. I'll either make it or I'll fail.
Yeah, usually if I have to do 10K a day, and I try to like not do that because it makes my brain come out my ear. But if I have to do 10K a day, I usually break it up. So like I'll do 6K in the morning when my brain is kind of good for that, and then I'll go do other things around the house, and then I'll knock out the other 4K in the afternoon. But that other 4K is hard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It definitely was harder to get that last 4K in than that first 6K.
I mean, having
I
an
was
outline
also switching projects too, because that helped too. Was the fact that I switched projects because, and Amy can attest to this because she just read the short story that I finished up with that 6K. So she read 6K of what I wrote yesterday, this morning.
I loved it.
And then the other 4K was on the project I'm working on today.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I guess my one issue when I have to write like a large amount of words, is that, I think I mentioned this before, is that I, like, anybody, if they really want to, can like hammer out like, you know, a fuck ton of words. That doesn't mean that they're good words.
They're not good.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and that's my big problem is I'm one of those writers where, like, so all the advice that I've seen is your first draft is shit.
Yep.
And I'm one of those writers where I'm like, okay, it can be shit, but I don't want it to be diarrhea. All right. Yeah. So while I am writing, I'm very like, I don't want to say I'm meticulous about the words that I write, but I don't want to write just words because then I have to go back and spend more time fixing those words. So I want them to be good words. You know what I'm saying? So Tegan was saying that she, okay, 5K at least 5K by the end of the day. So is that every day or is that just like your days off? Because I know like you have like a regular job aside from writing. So is it just on your days off that you strive to get 5K words? Ooh, Avrisk is here. Hello, how are you? Thank you very much. Happy wordsmithing to you as well. Oh, and Zakira is here today. I met Zakira and she thought it was so cool. I met her on YouTube, of course. And my daughter has a best friend named Zakira, so I actually pronounced her name right and she thought it was the best thing ever. So, all right. Well, let's go ahead and get started with this. We'll go ahead and do another word sprint.
Okay.
We are going to start. I wrote 20K. Okay, Max is Mad Max. Wow. She is now Mad Max.
Mad Max, yes.
Yeah, Mad Max.
1,000 words in one day.
Nope.
I don't know how much 5-hour energy you were consuming to get to that, but my hat's off to you. You are the queen. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deadlines are motivating.
Yes,
Deadlines are motivating.
Tegan was saying
I like to watch this fly by.
Yeah.
There it went. Bye.
Bye, deadline.
Oh, yeah. These are incredible goals. It's very inspiring. I'm seeing their goals and I'm like, man, I'm a slacker. So I'm not a slacker anymore. Let's go ahead and get started. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Sorry.
I love that song.
Yeah, it's catchy. They want to sing too.
Mm-hmm. They're like, we know that jam.
I think they're antagonizing the cat, even though he's not in here.
Alrighty. So we'll start our 5-minute break. And do the mathises.
I did 553 this time.
Awesome.
I want to do more than 500 so bad. I didn't even get close. I think I got less than 200. I got all kinds of distracted.
Oh, I only got 194, but.
Oh, you got more than me. I got 184.
How much?
Woo, 184.
Oh, okay. That's still good. You had to answer your phone call, right?
No, I ignored that one, but I got distracted by text messages and news. Got something to drink, and I was like, once I started texting and I realized I'd lost like 5 minutes, I was like, fuck it. I'll just go ahead and fill up my drink, and then I came back and got back to writing.
Right on. So Steven did 423, and Max is at 513.
Wow.
I know. She's easily going to hit like the 1500 mark, right? By the time we're done. So, yeah.
I'm thinking.
I got 417.
Nice.
Oh, awesome. That was really good. So, I didn't see this, but Max's goal for Nano is 100K. She's gonna like write an entire novel in 1 month. That is so ambitious, Max. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel because I want to know how you do. I'm gonna find you when we're done here, and I'm gonna like go to all your.
Yeah, right. Like I'm already going to the profile. I'm like,
yeah,
yeah.
So, and Tegan's got 251. That's awesome.
I think the most I ever wrote in a month was. I'm trying to remember. The most I wrote in a month was 87,000.
Yeah.
That was me just working, like no day job, no nothing.
Yeah. Yep. I was going to say, I think the most I've ever written in a month was for NaNoWriMo. And that was because I actually sat down and forced myself to do it. And before that, though, I didn't keep track of how much I wrote. I wrote by the chapter. So if I started chapter 1, I wouldn't like stop until I was done with chapter 1 and so on and so forth. So Nicole unloaded and reloaded the dishwasher in 15 minutes. That is a new word.
Great job.
Yeah, because I can't even get the dishwasher loaded in 15 minutes, let alone both unloaded and reloaded. And then Zakira, she did. Oh no! What happened to your working? Did you finish your book? Are you working on edits, or what's going on with that? The most I've written in 1 month is 13K. That's okay though, Nicole. You got a lot going on.
Yeah.
I see that there's a human behind me. You all right? Okay, I'll give me a few minutes and I'll be right there. And then Max says that's my usual goal for Nano. This camp is scoring for 50 to 75.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You're working. So Max is working on the 4th book in her series.
That's good.
So are you waiting till all your series is done to publish it, or have you already started publishing?
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I'm like, because Skye was genius. She waited until her series is done, whereas I published book 1, and now everybody's like, we need book 2. And I'm like, yeah, you're going to wait. You have to wait. But in the meantime, I'll write these other little novellas, and you'll fall in love with the other characters.
I think the most I've ever written in a single month is 75K.
Mm-hmm.
And I've noticed I write more when I do like what I've been doing for the past couple of nanos, where I do multiple projects and I just switch between projects. I do a lot more writing when I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like shoved all my projects to the side. I'm like, screw you guys. I'm taking a break.
Yeah.
I don't know what my best ever in a month has been because I haven't written very much fiction, like at all, really.
Mm-hmm.
But when I do my expository writing, I can make like 1,000 words in an hour, but that's because I put so much time into research and everything that I just sit down and brain dump.
Yeah.
But that's totally different than what we're doing right now, as that's the complete opposite side of the brain. So I don't think it's really comparable, but
Yeah, no, because it's interesting.
I wish it was. I wish I could convert that over and the other half of my brain be just as efficient.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's interesting because I actually did do a lot of writing yesterday. I just didn't do any fiction writing, but I must have knocked out probably like 5,000 words in like one sitting at one point, and that was just me kind of pulling from like things that I already knew because I was just retackling like my business plan and what I was going to be doing for the next 3 months and how I was going to do it, and so like that was just like
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what, like this one, when it said that I only did 194, my words weren't very much, but that's because my brain had to, the scene that I'm like in the middle of is a lot of movement, and I get stuck when I do movement, especially if two characters are moving together. I get stuck in making sure that how they move and how they're interacting with one another is actually like feasible. So I do. I think I spend way too much time like doing the whole imagination thing, and then I write. But you know, it's good. It's all good.
Is like when you're writing and you're in the and you're in your like your brain palace and you're thinking about the scene that's happening and you're just sitting there staring off into space, but like all this epic shit's happening inside your brain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So
I'm notorious for that. Just sitting there staring off into space, and then somebody will be talking to me, and then I'll be like, you know what? Unless you're talking to me about vanity metrics right now, you're wasting your breath. Like, I'm nowhere near this.
oh yeah.
So move along.
Oh yeah. So now I'm wondering with Zakira, were you able to save it so you could go back to it later if you decide you want to revisit it? And like Caro said, zombie it? Because that,
Frankenstein the shenanigans.
yeah. That's,
Zombie happening.
mhm. Oh yeah.
One of my friends, like he does self and he does traditional publishing and he's in our writing group, and he brought in this one story and I was so excited because I thought it was going to be like, I thought it was going to have zombies in it. Like this is my niche, right? And like it never had zombies. Never. Like, and so all of my suggestions since he brought it in has been like, she should have been a zombie. Like I just write that every week.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Every time.
Every week. Like, should have been zombie.
Yep. So with Tegan, I'm coming with Tegan. When I first wrote my chapter 1. Okay.
Life happens even when you're live.
Yep. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh no.
So what I was saying was, I wrote my chapter 1 originally to be like a prologue, and then I ended up taking chapter 1 and making it chapter 1, and then it wasn't until I was almost halfway through the entire book that the prologue actually came to me, and I wrote it. So, you know, sometimes you just have to be flexible with what you're doing.
Yeah, I know. My very first attempt to write book 1 was horrible. Like I did that whole like waking up and not knowing where you were and confusion, and I didn't describe anything. I had metaphors out of my ass everywhere, adverbs everywhere. Like it was bad.
Yeah.
And I just keep those 7 pages just to look at.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Whenever I'm feeling really bad about myself, I just go back and read my old writing.
Oh yeah. I have. So The Awakening was originally published under another title. And I hated it. After it was published, I went and I started reading through it again, and I just hated it. And so I just tore it all apart and I rewrote the entire thing. But I still have one physical copy that I don't let people see, but I keep it because I want to remind myself when I first started writing, it was shit. So, not diarrhea shit, just shit. So,
yeah, I also have like the first 6 pages I brought to writing group, and I put all their markups on one copy, and then I also have a sticky note on top of it that says "You're not hot shit."
oh yeah, yep. So, yes, Steven says that his first attempt at writing, his character described himself in a mirror.
Oh, Steven, no, Steven, stop that.
I've seen a lot of that though, and that's what I'm like. Okay, this is what I'm not gonna do. I'm sure. I
totally did it. Just saying, but it was YA, and it was a common YA trope. So,
yeah.
Yay!
So I'm sure he's fixed it by now because he's heard enough.
I have a little bit of a scene, something very similar to that going on in my book right now, but I'm trying to validate it by saying that like these people really don't know what they look like. They've never seen their reflection ever. So to catch a reflection of themselves on a window is like, oh my God, who that? Whoa, that's what I look like.
Right.
So, yeah, you can totally get away with it if you have a vain character, because you know, like they're always going to be like, you know, checking their hair, fluffing their tits.
Not even vain. This character, just for reasons that I won't say because it'll actually kind of spoil something important.
Right.
But that person has literally never, ever, ever seen their reflection. Not the surface of water, not in a window, not on someone else's eyes. Never, ever, ever have they seen their reflection. Right. So the first time they see it, I take advantage of that, and that's when I do my like character description. You know, they can actually see more than just their hands and the color of their skin and maybe the hair on their arms. They know what they look like now. So
yeah.
I couldn't resist. I had no other choice, so I had to go with the whole description in the mirror thing.
Right. And see that, but that's cool because there's buildup. There's a reason before you get to that mirror why all of the sudden this character is captivated. Whereas the first time I wrote my main character describing herself, she's legitimately standing in the mirror, washing her face, and she's like, ooh, look at my eyeballs. Look at my. And after I wrote it, I was like, that's freaking dumb. How many of us wake up in the mirror in the morning and we're washing our face thinking, you're a sexy bitch. Oh yeah.
No, there are people because like because we're on a talking tangent now, but there was one week at writing group. This is where all my good stories come from. And this guy wrote this. I don't want to talk about the story too much, but he's got this story, and part of the universe in his story is that women go sterile, right? They can't have kids. And a group of teenagers find out, and they're kind of like, oh man, like I can't have babies now. That's horrible, but I can bang all the dudes. And I was like, what is happening right now? But one of the things that they were doing was that they were talking about just how beautiful they were. Like, it's like, oh yeah, you have like da 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 da. And I was like, bro, like I don't know what girls you hang out with, but we do not have these conversations. Right? No. We're like one woman in the group was like, no, because I always wake up and I look in the mirror and just tell how confident I am. And we were just kind of staring at her like, what, like, why?
Wait, I know. It's like, wait a minute, you have to convince yourself that you're confident every day by staring at yourself in the mirror.
I think you need another one of those "you are not hot shit" sticky notes, just specifically for this individual.
Exactly. Oh man. All right. So in the comments, we've got dog in the lap. That is always a good thing though, because dogs are awesome. They're not cats that wanna. My cat is like, she's tenderizing my arms so that she can devour them eventually. She's a little kitten. She's a Bengal kitten, and she's wild. And she is.
That's what she was. I've seen her twice now. I thought that's what she was.
Yeah. Oh, here she is. So when she's with my daughter and I, she's a terrorist. Here she is.
Oh,
this is Shira.
So pretty.
Yeah, her name is Shira Alani, the Dorito flavored cat. I've never tasted her, so I don't know if she actually tastes like a Dorito, but that's my daughter for you. And she's a terrorist. So when she's around my daughter and I, she wants to like beat us up. And then she's with my husband and she's like, oh, I love you, Daddy. I want to take a nap and sleep on you and show you how awesome you are. And I'm like, I'm the one that feeds you.
That is exactly the situation I have going on with my cat. This cat is here because of me. I take care of it, and I am this cat's least favorite person in the house. It doesn't even like me to touch it. Yeah. And it hurts my feelings. It hurts my little feelings so bad. Like, everybody's cats like me more than my own cat. Like, Skye's cat loves me.
Like,
there's a cat at the house where we play D&D. That cat loves me, and my own cat won't even let me touch it. He gets insulted when I pull the chair out, and I'm like, I need to sit down. And he's like, bitch, don't even. And then he'll walk away. It's the worst.
Oh, yeah. So, Grape Fry just joined in, and she says, I don't do this every day, but some days after I exfoliate and do my face mask, I do look in the mirror and go, damn, girl, your skin looks good. You sexy bitch. I love that.
Well, I love that. So date nights, I do that because I'll go dressed up and I'll be like, damn, girl, you looking good.
Yeah. After you pamper and all that.
In context, it's a wonderful boost. In context.
Yes.
Those people who are off balance enough to be able to think that just because I'm looking at myself, that means I look good. Okay. I don't want to shatter your image or anything, but no. So.
Oh wow. Yeah. Yep. I do the same thing. As soon as if I am like doing a mask and everything, I'm like, oh, you look good. But this isn't every day. This is like most days I look in there and I'm like, when the hell did those pores get so damn big? No.
I do the reverse where I'm like, why the fuck is the gray hair coming in mass? Like, no.
I know, right?
I gotta do so hair again.
Max is kicking ass on her Scrivener. And and this thing is screaming at us. So should we go ahead and start another word sprint? And then we'll get back to our discussion. Yeah, because now I'm feeling adequate. So, all right.
Mad at me. It's going to demote me.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, mine too. Don't worry.
All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and start it then. In 3.
Say this, you were asking for it, you masochist. That's what you get for downloading that app.
That's right. Yell at me. Yell at me, app. Yell at me.
I know. We love it. All right, so here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Sherry, you've got to cut it out.
Ah. Damn it, people! I'm working.
Alrighty. We'll take another break.
I only got 403.
403?
Only 403.
Right. I got a whopping 121. I also got a Pepsi Max and a bag of Ritz crackers because, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got 552.
Nice.
552?
Nice. Look at
Man,
you.
I know. Shannon finally got YouTube to stop being a butthole to her. Awesome. Max just hit her Scrivener goal.
Awesome.
Yeah, because
Cool.
that was like up in the 3,000s, wasn't it?
Mhm.
I mean, yeah. I was gonna
We
say.
converted another member
Oh, did we? I like
Did we
the
really?
people.
with
Join
the app, with the demon app.
with the demon app.
Awesome.
You know you.
Amy's disgust is apparent.
I know.
Ah.
Steven got 434. He is on a roll.
Hey, I got 434 too. High five, Steven.
Awesome. Internet high fives all around. Max got 511, which is awesome.
Nice.
I know. Yeah, and then that is totally awesome. I think this is like my busiest live stream yet. I'm so excited. I'm like, yay! I'm so glad that I created those events because I was thinking, I was like, how can I let people know that I'm here so they can come and do some writing with us and be goofy with us? Because, you know, that's what we do. So that's awesome. Steven says you guys are twinning. Yeah. And Tegan got 174, but she was distracted by the cat and the dog. And that's fine. Those are good distractions because I can't talk today. Those are excellent distractions. If Shira wasn't, she's legitimately trying to tenderize my forearms. I love holding her. But yesterday I told her I had to threaten her life yesterday. I was like, hey, look, if you don't cut this out, I'm going to throw you out the front door and some dog's going to come and pick you up, okay?
And she just gave you like that cat look of, and?
Yeah, that's exactly what she did. She was like, okay, well,
Whatever.
I know. She's just as...
God,
she's
Mom,
just-
why can't you leave me alone?
Yeah, I was going to say, she's just as sassy as my daughter, who's, she's about to drive me. I woke her up this morning. I was like, Manny Monster, it's time to get up. I love you. And granted, this is the first morning that I have gotten up in the last month and a half and felt like a human being. Like I was actually able to stand up and move. And she's like, oh my God, Mom, I set the alarm clock. I can get myself out of bed. I'm not a baby. I was like, okay, Satan, I am going to back myself out of this room. And when you have joined the land of the living, you can come find me and I will give you hugs and kisses. She like needed an exorcism at 6:45 this morning. I was like, holy cow.
Yeah, I hear stories about people with like their kids, and I'm like, I could have a teenager right now, but I don't.
I'll give you one if you want to try it out. Go for a test drive.
I had other people with teenagers when I used to teach, and that was enough.
Oh man, I think that if I was to have become a teacher, I'm not entirely sure I would have ever. I'd have just been like, nope. This whole parenting thing, you're on your own. So let's see because I've seen the kids that my daughter goes to school with, and I'm one of those parents that I still believe in parenting.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see these kids acting a fool, I'm like, no.
The monster doesn't seem like so much of a monster anymore.
Yeah. Yep.
Like I'm
No.
not as strict with my kids as my parents were with me and my sisters.
Yeah.
But when I compare my kids to other kids I see them hang around with, I'm like, I would have beaten that child black and blue by now. I would be in jail.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of these children and how they speak to their teachers, and I'm just like, wow, where do you guys like get off? And at first I thought it was weird because my children's teachers were always like, we love your kids and you're doing a great job because your kids are more afraid of you than they are of their peers and what their peers think about them. And I was like, well, I was like, I just assumed that's the way it was supposed to be, because when my friends were like, hey, let's go be a jackass, I was like, I got to go home. And if I get in trouble, I got somebody back there that's like,
Yeah, you're just not worth it.
Exactly. So Tegan's already at 1,425 this morning. Wow. But I think she's on the East Coast as well. I think everyone except for me and Caro are living in the future. Caro and I are in the present.
It's nice here. I woke up this morning like at 6 a.m. and I thought, like, it's already 7. I'm falling behind. And I looked at my clock and I was like, oh, I live in Arizona. And summer is coming.
Summer is coming.
Oh, yeah. Yep, summer is coming. Did you see my tweet? Like, I was doing some window shopping for the Perfectly Posh, and they've got like all these creams and stuff that are going out. So I started like sharing all these like creams and whatnot, because all I could think about was summer is coming and I need to stock up on as much
sunblock. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh.
Like,
I know Steven's in Colorado. She's in the present with us too.
Oh, good. Welcome.
And Steven's in Nevada.
And Steven's in Nevada. So you guys are also in the present.
Good. Welcome.
That's right.
Max, Amy, and Nicole are all in the future.
That's right. That's right. Yes, where your day starts before ours and ends before ours. So. Yep. Okay, so Steven and Shannon are almost neighbors. That's totally awesome. See, we've got, and this is the thing that I love. Like, I would have never met all these people like from all over the place, especially Alina. I love saying, yeah, I have a friend from Romania.
And then Claire is from Australia, so I love it when I'm actually live with one of their streams.
Yeah,
because the time zones are so wonky that Claire is like, I think it's the middle of the night for Claire right now.
Yeah, because I think they decided that Claire is like 12 hours ahead of our East Coast.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. Doing all these crazy time zone things. It's driving me insane.
And and we just hit daylight savings time like 2 weeks ago.
You have that.
Yeah, we have that. You guys don't. Shush.
I know.
But
I know.
they're about to have theirs because they haven't had theirs yet, apparently.
I thought they just had it because that's what Alina was saying.
It's either this week or next week. I don't remember when.
Oh, okay. Because I thought she said that it was last weekend, and that's why she couldn't make a lot of the streams, was because now it starts an hour later than it was.
But here I am thinking daylight savings time is the same day across the board.
That's what I thought too.
And then I thought Australia hadn't had theirs yet. I was like, wait, what?
How does that work?
What?
Yeah,
I'm very confused.
Because
get rid of it. That's
we all
do.
Yeah, and I was like, we all live in the same planet, so we all have the same, equinoxes. So I just assumed that the whole planet switched when we did, but no.
Everybody got to be different.
I know.
Stupid time zones.
I know. Tell me about it. All right, so what's going on in the comments? Nope, my day ends late. I hear ya. My day ends. Sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to be in bed by 9, and then it's like 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm like, oh, I'm finally tired.
Yeah.
So
that'll be me tonight because my live stream starts. I actually set it for an hour earlier. It used to start at 11 p.m. for the Wednesday late night writer stream.
Right.
Yeah, at 10.
I keep meaning to join that, and I always set the reminder, and then I'm like, but I have writing group that night, and so like sometimes I have it like on my phone.
Yeah, like so before you switched, I think I'll actually be able to start making it now that you guys switched. It'll just depend. But I was like, oh, you know what? It's like 9 o'clock at night here. It's totally gonna be cool. And then I get there and I'm like, I am so tired. I know. I'm like, I can't even think. So
every Wednesday I'm like, Skye, I love you dearly, but it's not gonna happen. You know this. Like, yeah. I'm in bed at like 7:30 last night. What time was it? I think it was like 8:45 when I texted Skye because I'm still sick a little bit. I'm still coughing really hard for like out of the blue. And already like 8:45, I'd fallen asleep and woke up coughing 3 times. And I texted her and I was like, I've already woken up 3 times and now I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah.
I started texting her for a little while.
Last night she could have made my stream if I had it last night.
I know, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually up past 8:30. Somebody say something. Somebody talk to me.
Oh, yeah.
She was doing streams with other people. So I was like, damn it. I just looked at Facebook on my phone, which I hardly ever do. I just looked at Facebook on my phone for a little while and then got bored enough to go back to sleep.
Well, okay. Well, now that we're sharing secrets, I'm going to share a secret with you guys. So since I've had this procedure done and I've been in excruciating pain, I have actually been listening to Alina and Claire's live streams because their voices are so calming that I can actually fall asleep while it's playing on my headset. So
it still counts as a view. It's all good.
Yes. So a lot of times when you guys see me up late listening to your live streams, you're getting the views, okay? But I am getting some much needed sleep. So thank you for being up in the middle of the night.
Oh man, that would drive me crazy. I can't stand, like, everybody knows, don't turn on the radio. Don't even turn on the TV, even though it's all the way on the other side of the house if I'm sleeping, because I can't sleep through shit. Especially not if people are talking. Yeah. Because my brain hears it and they're like, oh, they're talking to me, no matter how far away they are. And it'll wake me up like within minutes. Yeah. That would never work for me. Never, never.
I think for me, and I think Carol might be able to understand where I'm coming from. I grew up in a very military family. So if you need to sleep holding up a wall, you do so. So, I mean, I legitimately could probably sleep through an atomic bomb going off. It's falling asleep. It's actually getting to that very relaxed state where I can fall asleep. And you can't see it, but under this ear, I actually have a bruise from where I fell asleep on the headset. Because it was just so hypnotic. I was like, oh, you guys are wonderful. And then I woke up and it said that the stream had been over for like an hour and a half. And I was like, shit, I didn't even get this chance to say goodbye.
You guys are so much nicer than me. I just tell everybody to shut up. If they keep me awake for too long after, I'll just be in my room and I'm screaming out. I'm like, you're too damn loud. Like, they know to just shut up for like an hour or so. Let me go to sleep.
Yeah, that's my husband.
I get up at 5. I cook all the food for the entire fucking family. You all better shut the hell up or you're going hungry tomorrow. Let me go to sleep.
Oh yeah, I that's my husband. He is like he tells everybody I'm going to bed, and the kids when they were younger they were like, oh, okay, go have fun, and they would laugh and giggle at their little videos. Now they're like, shh,
Dad's going to
sleep. Yeah, it's like if you want to talk. If Dad's asleep and you want to talk, you either go to Mom's office or you take your ass outside. Okay. Do not pretend to have a conversation. So yeah. So some of the comments I wanted to get to these. I love Nano for the same exact reason, Max. I love meeting new people. And I think that my horizons have been broadened since I started participating in Nano and since I started my YouTube channel, because I've met a lot of really great people through Nano and my YouTube channel. I mean, I would have never met these three ladies right here, and they've become like writing family. So we're sisters, right? We're
writing
gonna
sisters, yeah.
Writing sisters.
Part of the, how do you say it? Writing famdamily. There we go.
That's right.
Like that.
That's
writing famdamily.
That's right. So welcome to our writing famdamily, and where we have writing sisters and a writing brother. We might have more than one writing brother.
Writing family members, however you identify.
Right. That's right. Writing toasters. You know, it's all good.
Yeah.
Writing toasters.
That's an joke.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. I had to explain that to my daughter. It's like, gosh, but it's all good. So what do we want to do? Do we want to continue? We want to do another sprint, or do we want to say goodbye? Do we need to go get lunches, kids, or indifferent?
Yeah, I've got to go. So if you ladies are going to do a sprint, by all means, but I'm going to go ahead and duck off.
All right. And what about, you said that your kids went back to school, or are you good? Skye?
I'm good either way.
You're good either way? Okay. Yeah. General consensus? Does anybody in the chat pod want to do another sprint? Are we going to call it a wrap?
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Okay. All right. Well, Amy, why don't you go ahead and say your goodbyes and tell everybody about you, and then we'll go ahead and do one more because I don't have anything really going on until 11:45.
Okay. I am Amy Nobody. I don't have any social media or anything. A single tear rolls down your cheek. I don't use it yet. It will come eventually, unfortunately. I just don't want to. That's the honest truth. I just don't want to. But I am a certified SEO consultant, and I've been here writing my first rough draft of my first fiction book. So that's my goal also, is to finish this rough draft by the end of April so that this can be my Camp NaNoWriMo April 2019 goal, is to finish this. I've only got like 9 scenes left, so I'm pretty damn sure I'm going to do it. And I get more and more excited every day. 3 days in. Watch, I'm going to miss like 3 or 4 writing days, and then I'm just going to be mad at myself. I'm not going to be all perky and optimistic anymore. But yeah, that's my spiel. That's why I'm here, and that's why I'll be here for the rest of the month.
Sorry, guys. I thought somebody was knocking on my front door, and it was the cat banging on my office door.
She's antagonizing you.
She really is. She's testing me.
Everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Well, awesome.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and go, though. So good luck with your writing, ladies. Congratulations on everybody's word counts already so far today.
I know.
And I will see you all tomorrow.
All right. Bye. Have a good day.
Bye.
We'll see you tomorrow.
You too. Bye.
And it looks like Max is going to take a break. Yeah, after writing 3K words, your hands definitely need a break.
Yep.
I can't believe that cat just did that to me. You're a jerk. I'm working here, Shira, okay? All right. So let's get this demon app to quiet down. And then we will start. All right, so here we go. Are you ready? And 3, 2, 1, go.
You're muted, Dana.
I'm so glad that you reminded me because I totally forgot. I don't want you guys to have to, hear me crunching on my Ritz crackers. But I lost there it is. I lost my activity tracker because got messaged. And so I was like, oh no, where did it go?
Carol, you're muted as well.
Did you already do your math?
I've been resetting mine so I automatically know mine. I got 434 this time.
Oh, right on.
I normally reset mine, but I got distracted and I didn't.
I still need to do, who was it you, Carol, that offered to do a live, like a chat with me so that I could learn how to do my Scrivener? We still need to do that because I would like to use it. I'm just like,
whatever you want, just let me know.
Okay. It's just super intimidating, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got 493. I got carried away about talking about somebody's butt because I like it.
I got 295.
That's good.
Yeah. I got carried away about talking about a body part, but it wasn't a butt. And I can't say it on YouTube because, they'll take away my comments or some craziness. Well, maybe they won't because I don't have children in my videos. I don't know. I have no idea how that works, but Shannon got 356.
Awesome.
That was totally fun. I think Steven got 120. Is it trash day? Figure out some backstory for his main character. Yep. That happens. Tegan got 172, but got distracted as well. I know, I think it's like lunchtime, so everybody's getting distracted, or they're getting mauled by their dogs because the trash man came.
I think someone's at her door. She just took off, so I'm thinking maybe someone's at the door.
That could be it. Maybe it's the dog banging on the door like Shira.
Dog banging on the door.
Oh man, that was the creepiest thing too. Like it sounded like someone was knocking on the door, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of weird." And there's Shira looking up at me like, "Hey, I'm here."
So I had to bring my dogs in here because they like to bark very loudly when I'm trying to do things.
Yeah, but they're good dogs.
They're great dogs.
They're always welcome on the live stream. Oh, Shannon's cat got nervous when your dog started barking.
I'm sorry.
Oh no.
That's why I went to go grab him. I was like, stop it. Stop sounding like you're going to kill everything within a mile. God.
I know. Well, if they're anything like my Tala, they sound like they're all vicious and everything. And then when danger arrives, they're like, Mom, help me.
I actually get worried when, because Ranger, my big dog, he'll bark and everything, but it's when he gets quiet and his head goes down where I'm like, there's some asshole outside my door. Where's my gun?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So Grape Fry hasn't gotten any words written today, but she's making gifts. So productivity elsewhere. Yeah. And I hope they're really funny because I like gifts that are funny. I don't know if I'm
on Twitter.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't know if I'm saying that right because my daughter always tells me I say it's the wrong way that I say all the stuff, but I do like those. Like the memes. I like the memes too.
Mm-hmm. If you say GIFs, it's like I saw this GIF online. Everybody's like, oh, it's a GIF online. It's not, nobody comes out and that's the GIF.
Right. And yeah. And frankly, I don't care. I mean, it's a GIF, right? I mean, that's the word. That's the letters. That's the sound those letters make. I'm like, it works. If you knock that over, you're going to be in so much trouble. I'm going to feed you to the ravens. She's like, yeah, well, but
sure you are, Mom.
Sarah always finds the best memes. I do like the memes.
Mm-hmm.
So I like goofy online stuff because it keeps my mind off of other not so goofy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, and then Tegan. I think my cat is used to hearing other animals in videos. Yeah. Yeah, I think sometimes too, like especially like if you have a lot of noise, they kind of just get used to hearing all the different sounds and stuff. I mean, Shira, she's a scaredy cat about everything, and then as she gets older, she's like, oh, okay, that's cool. But then I turned the blow dryer on this morning, and she was like running around my bedroom. Yeah, she was like, the world's coming to an end because the blow dryer came on.
What are you doing? What is wrong? Is it the garbage truck?
Probably.
People get so confused because when they see my dog while she's having a panic attack, it looks like she's happy, but she's really just silently screaming at me.
Internal screaming.
Yeah. It's a real thing.
Okay, Poppers. She's okay.
Yep. Well, I think we're going to have to wrap it up because I have to get out of this chair. It's a very comfortable chair, but I need to move and stretch and, you know, do some other things. Plus, I'm getting hungry. Like these crackers, and I'm still. So I got a bunch of these candy canes. They were on sale. These
That's
are the
dangerous.
Look, these are the good candy canes. This is orange crush flavored candy cane. Okay. I am way too old to drink orange soda, but these taste just like orange soda, and orange soda is actually one of my secret favorite things in the whole world. But like I said, I'm way too old to be drinking orange soda. And then these are, see that little hole in the middle of them?
Yeah.
That's Smarties. You know, like the pixie sticks. Yeah. They shoved a pixie stick inside a candy cane.
That's dangerous.
That is dangerous.
And then they have, I've got root beer flavored ones, Dr. Pepper flavored ones. I mean, Walmart had like this wicked crazy 25 cents for a box of these awesome flavored candy canes. So guess who went on a year supply binge of candy canes? Just crazy.
When they went on sale, I bought Warhead candy canes because I love those, even though I hate Warheads.
Oh, but you put it in like the shape of a candy cane, it becomes the best thing on the planet.
It was delicious.
Yeah. Just like, I'm not a big fan of Twizzlers unless like I bite both ends off and then I'm sucking on it. Like, so I'll just drink through it. My daughter taught me that one. Milk through a cherry Twizzlers. That's amazing.
My favorite candy is the Cool and Peel's cherry Twizzlers. So,
oh yeah,
best candy in the world.
Oh, good. Okay, so I'm not the only one. Shannon, orange soda is her guilty pleasure as well. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I feel so silly. Like I'll go to the Circle K or whatever, and they have orange soda, and I'm like, man, they're gonna see me with my kids. I could have, like, when the kids were younger, I could get away with it, but now they're like teenagers, and people look at me like, we know you. This is shenanigans. Well, okay. But I do love orange soda.
I didn't realize there was a limit on what age you could stop drinking.
No, right?
So I'm like, what?
Well,
but maybe that's because I don't like orange soda. So I'm just like, I don't get it.
Well, I think like orange soda was like a big treat in my house when I was growing up. And so I just always associated it with being like a kid's drink because, you know, that's what it was. And as I got older, then I had to start transitioning to older people's drinks. And it's ridiculous. It's stupid, I know, but
I refuse to give up. I'll drink whatever the fuck I want.
Just like I don't drink Kool-Aid anymore. I don't drink Kool-Aid anymore unless it's like summertime and we're having like a picnic or something, and then I'll have a little bit of Kool-Aid, but I always just associate Kool-Aid with kids, and you know.
I actually can't drink that because I'm allergic to it.
Yeah. And then, or sometimes if the kids are having like little like lemonade stands or whatever, I'll buy some from them just because I'm like, you guys, ambition is a good thing, okay?
You gotta watch out for that now because now they're having like, I can't remember if it was here or somewhere else, but cops are going around and shutting down lemonade stands because the kids didn't have a food handler's card. And so they were worried about I'm serious. Yeah. And they were worried about the contaminants and people getting food poisoning. So like now and then, like in certain states, like cops go around and like they see these kids with their lemonade stands and like, do you have a food handler's card? No. Your mom, dad? No. You got to shut it down. It's like, damn.
Holy crap, man.
Oh my
Tracking down lemonade stands, yo.
Yeah.
I would get so pissed off if I saw somebody shutting down some kid's 25-cent lemonade stand. I'd be like, just give it all to me. I'll take it.
Gotta start doing it in your backyard. You can only, it's only a private event.
Yeah. Like I've noticed, so here, one of our neighbors does like a regular yard sale. Like that's how they make their retirement income, is they supplement their income by doing these yard sales. And I didn't think anything of it. And then he was outside shutting down one of his yard sales, and I asked him what was going on because it had just started. And he said that one of the neighbors complained to the city, and the city actually told him that he's only allowed to have a certain amount of yard sales every year. Otherwise, he has to have like a business license.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a thing.
But there's a loophole. If it's in your backyard,
Mm-hmm.
then it's not considered a yard sale.
Because
And I was like, that's some bullshit. That is absolutely insane. So him and his wife are both retired, and they physically can't work anymore, and they can't make supplemental income without having some kind of a business license. I'm like, that's dumb. Go to the swap meet. They don't require you to have a business license at the swap meet. You just have to know a foreign language.
Sorry. Just kicked my dog in the face.
oh,
I'm
What's wrong with you?
She's just panting happily. No, you're panicking. I'm sorry. You're not happy right now.
Don't grow up. It's a trap. Yes,
Yeah.
it is. It really is.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I remember when I was growing up, I always told my mom, I can't wait till I'm an adult. I don't have to follow your rules and blah, blah, blah. And I think 90% of my adult life, I'm like, Mom, can I move back in with you? And you can be the grown up and I'll be the kid. She makes pancakes on Saturday mornings, okay? She still makes pancakes on Saturday mornings. Yeah, I want to live with my mom, okay? Just on Saturdays, though.
just on Saturdays.
Oh, man.
Man.
Yeah. So until the neighbors complain about the traffic. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. Like they were all complaining, even though this guy's really good. He like makes sure that people aren't blocking the roads. But we have, in this little area that I live in, we have one specific Crankensaurus Rex who complains about everything. If the wind is blowing the wrong direction, they bitch and moan about it. It's like, sorry, we can't control that, jackass. Or if the kids are walking too close to their, decorative rocks. And it's like, well, if you put the decorative rocks right up against the sidewalk, someone's going to touch your decorative rocks. It's either going to be when they fall off their bike or they're going to sit on it because it's a nice place to sit and it's freaking hot. I'm like, you need to be a little bit more chillax.
They wouldn't like it down here. I live in a neighborhood where I'm pretty sure there's 2 to 4 families in each house. So like trying to actually drive up and down my road is impossible.
Yeah.
What makes it worse is that there's a school not too far from me. And so naturally, like a lot of parents like to drive down the road to drop their kids off, and there's nowhere for them to park or go. And then there was a couple of times when I used to actually be working, and I couldn't get out of my freaking driveway because when parents got to drop off kids, they got to drop off kids. They don't care if you want to get out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Well, okay, that's just plain rude because
I live in a rude area.
Yeah, I'm like you've got people have, if you're blocking someone's driveway, yeah, absolutely, you got to move your ass because they got places to go too. But but on a Saturday, because he would open his shop up or he'd open his yard sales up. It was usually like Friday mornings, and then Saturdays he was really good. He was always running, making sure that people weren't like blocking up, congesting the drives and stuff. But yeah, but no, that's the biggest difference between our two cities is we are a little bit more like, I guess you could, we're more like, we're a big city with a small town feel to it still. Mm-hmm. And up there is very much like
Are you talking about down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, because I'm down south, girlfriend.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're just, the only difference is like our elevations.
You have trees. You've got trees. Like drive like half an hour north, and suddenly like there's trees everywhere. Like what happened?
Yeah, but I'm closer to the border than you are. And we're at a higher elevation. That's why. But yeah, you guys are a little bit more stressful. There's more stress in the atmosphere up there. I think that's what contributes to, you know. Sorry, Skye. You're like, what are you talking about?
We're moving. I'm moving at some point. I don't know when.
Arizona's all flat to me. The parts of Arizona I've seen are all flat. I'm just like, what are you guys talking about?
No, Arizona is like an amazing. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. There's like all different terrains and stuff. And I'm like, wait a minute, are you leaving Arizona? You can't leave me, okay?
I don't know. I can't stay in the valley. I gotta go somewhere else.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't stay there. But you could come to Tucson. We love people in Tucson.
You know, go to Flagstaff because they've got like seasons.
Yeah, Flagstaff is good. I like Show Low better. They have like snow and forests and stuff, whereas Flagstaff has like blizzards. You know.
Yeah.
All right, so should we wrap it up?
Yeah, we should.
Okay. All right, well, let's go ahead and do our wrap-up stuff, and we'll promote our goodies, and everything will be good. I know, I'm really getting antsy in this chair. Plus, I'm tired. My brain is melting. All right, Kara, you're up first.
Hi, my name is Kara Brown. I'm an urban fantasy author. I like to write about women kicking ass, taking names, and being sassy to other people. I have a short story out. If you are interested in it, you can either buy it for 99 cents on Amazon, or you can get it for free if you sign up for my newsletter that comes out monthly. I am currently working on a novella right now, and it's not going anywhere close to any outline that I have written, so I'm just going to pants the entire damn thing now.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, anyway, that's me.
All right. My turn? Yeah, I guess so. I'm the only other one here. I am Skye. I write paranormal romance, not urban fantasy, under the name ST Haggis. I don't have anything published yet. We talked about it earlier in the stream. I'm writing everything and editing everything before I even put the first one up for pre-order. And currently, I'm avoiding my main series because it's being a dick, and I'm working on a novella in a different series. So yeah, there's that.
Yeah, sometimes when your characters won't cooperate, you just have to put them on the shelf and say, I'll be back to you in a little bit.
You stay there for now.
That's right. That's right. If we can't get along, you can't talk to me. So, all right, well, awesome. And I am Dana Gollin. You can find all of my social media stuff at DanaGollinWrites.com. You can also get a free copy of my novel, The Awakening Love Eternal, when you sign up for my newsletter, because there's always good stuff in that as well. And tune in later tonight. What time? For Skye.
Yeah, Skye.
10 p.m. 1 p.m. tomorrow. And this is all Eastern time, not Arizona time.
Right.
Weirdos without your daylight savings.
You can take some of our daylight. We don't want it.
Yeah. We got more than enough daylight. We will gladly share it with
the sun was out.
We were supposed to get snow yesterday, and apparently up where my husband's doing training, they did get snow. It didn't last, and it didn't stick. But they did get snow.
I still think it's some kind of weird urban myth y'all talk about. Like,
frozen water that floats out of the sky so lovingly and gently.
What is that?
Yeah, right.
I tell people all the time, North Carolina doesn't get snow, not in my area. Right. We get nothing. They call it snow, but in like less than 30 minutes, it's either gone or ice.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Tucson actually got a really nice 2 days of snow, and the kids were just awesome. They loved it. My boys built me a truck. It was like an elf snowman in the back of the truck, and I have pictures of it. I'll have to send them to you guys later. So tune in for Skye's live lesson tonight. Live lesson. Why do I do that?
It's a lesson. We're gonna do teaching stuff.
I homeschooled for many, many years, and everything is a live lesson now. So, you know.
I have no desire to teach, so not a lesson.
Yeah,
Writing
I
sprints.
know. We will be doing like writing sprints. So anyway, yeah, go over to Skye's channel tonight, and you can also see her tomorrow morning. I will be there maybe for both. You never know. Or tomorrow afternoon if you're on the East Coast. So Tegan says that snow is the devil. I've heard that Colorado gets some pretty bad snow. Yeah. So, all right. Well, we are going to turn it off, and we'll see you guys later. Happy writing, and